Greetings, my name is Aranjan of Lumbangs. My daily devotion for today, this is based upon the video series of Pastor Russell Campos 365 Daily Devotion, and our topic for today is presence. Practice the presence of God. Our scripture is Exodus chapter 33 verse 14 to 15. The Lord replied, "My presence will go with you, and I will give you rest." Then Moses said to him, "If your presence does not go with us, do not send us up from here." Now let's look at our teaching. We must only move under God's favor. So basically, we must only move under God's will, under God's only under God's will, no, under God's favor. Kasi if we're not under God's will, we're not under His favor. We are not blessed by Him, no. And it's mabilis lang mag-measure ano yung what is under God's favor. Yung mga decisions, yung mga ruta, yung mga direksyon na tinatahak natin. Mabilis lang yung measurement na paano sabihin na if it is under God's favor. Tanong mo sa sarili mo talaga, Lord, if I do this certain thing, specific thing, matutuwa ka ba? Magugustuhan mo ba? And if the answer is yes, without a doubt yes, good, do it. Okay lang yan. Now, on the other side of the coin when you ask God about a direction in life, a route in life, a road in life, or kahit anong mga decision na sa isip mo, na tatayo mo yung Panginoon, Lord, matutuwa ka ba dito pag ginawa ko to? And if God answers no, na alam mo sa puso mo, naramdaman kang mali, na that means don't do it. Stay under the God's favor. Kasi being under God's favor, yun yung pinakapunto talaga. Na other than it, yung God's favor or being under God's presence is the main point of our entire Christian life, no, other than being conformed to the likeness of Christ and being saved by Him. We also, our main aim to be in heaven is to be under God's presence, to be with God, no? So we owe our success to God's empowering presence, no? So an example here would be yung sa Israelites na nung magtatawid na sila ng Red Sea, tapos hinati ni God yung dagat sa dalawa. Tapos yung dinaanan ng mga Israelites is dry ground, straight, far away from the Egyptians to cross the Red Sea, no? Na every time we experience a success and achievement in life, may nangyaring tama, we won in something, do not believe or do not believe yourself to be yung main reason talaga. Ikaw yung pinaka rason kung bakit to nangyari, kung bakit to gumana, kung bakit mo naabot o nakamit yung pangarap mo, nakamit mo yung gusto mo. No, we owe it to God. Do not believe success is yours because of your own strength, because of your own capabilities, because you're smart, because you're handsome, because you're strong, good looking, lahat kung ano man yung rason mo, etc. You succeed because of God's presence. God will split the Red Sea for His people, di ba? Nothing is impossible through God. So in that sense, we owe it to God's presence na kaya natin maging successful, kaya natin mag-achieve ng mga certain things, or rather unlimited things, no? Na kung ano mapasok sa isip natin, kaya natin accomplish yan. Kung nasa Panginoon na ibibigay sa atin yung daan o kung go signal, wala makakapigil talaga sa atin. We owe it to God's go signal. We owe it to God giving us the way, the plan, His na mag-oo, sige, bigay ko to sa Kanya. Gusto niya, maganda yung plano na to. I will allow Him. No? We owe it to Him for saying yes to our plans, to our dreams. No? You put in the work, pero kung wala yung decision ng Diyos na payagan ka, you will not be able to reach it. See, number 3, we see God's presence as the ultimate goal. So the presence of God is the main goal naman talaga. Yun talaga yung pinaka it's not the means, no? Na gusto mo yung presensya ng Panginoon para makakuha ng blessing. No. Byproduct yung blessing. Ano siya? The blessing extra na lang yan. Yung pinaka main goal, may mga extra pa yan, blessing, byproduct na maganda sa atin. But the main goal is God's presence. So let's look at the verse again. Then Moses said to him, "If your presence does not go with us, do not send us up from here." Ano ang punto ng promised land kung wala naman dun yung Panginoon? Ano yung point ng success kung wala naman dun yung presensya ng Panginoon? Kaya kung mapansin nyo, madalas there are times in life na you've achieved something great, successful, o may mga tao na mga mayaman or kung sino, or successful people na kahit ano man gaano kadaming pera na sa bulsa nila, kahit gaano kadami na achieve nila, they're still hollow inside. Because they don't have God's presence. They are successful in the eyes of the world, in the perspective of the world, but they are not rich in the presence of God. Kumbaga, sa presensya ng Panginoon, zero sila, pero yung riches nila, worldly riches and success, is very high. Maybe even it could not be measured by a regular person anymore. Na dito talaga natin makakita na success is useless without God. Walang punto yan. You can be successful and not be happy about it. No? Madami kang pera, madami kang magarang kotse, kahit lahat na nasa iyo, pero hindi ka pa rin masaya. Dahil nagbibigay talaga na sa iyo, ang magbibigay talaga sa iyo ng totoong kasiyahan, ang presensya ng Panginoon. Na, another example, na yung binigay ni Pastor Russell Campa na abroad, sabihin natin, yung partner mo went abroad, ibibigay niya lahat, magarang kotse, good life, house and lot, everything na may imagine mo, everything na, lahat ng luho mo, lahat ng hinihingi mo, but hindi siya magiging parte ng buhay mo. Yung physical presence niya wala. Doon lang siya sa kabila. He will give you everything, but di kayo pwede mag-meet, di kayo pwede mag-ano. Naturally, if you are a loving partner, gusto niyo yung talaga yung presensya ng tao, o hanap mo yung presensya ng tao, kahit simple life lang yan, you like it kasi the main aim, yung pinaka main aim mo talaga, yung presensya ng tao na yun. Dahil mahal mo sila. Kahit ano man ang mangyari, yung pinaka gusto mo, yung presensya nila. Yung them being a part of your life. Yung mga riches, kung ano pa man yan, extra lang yan. Sure, it makes your life better a little bit. But the main goal talaga is the presence of God. Yun. So, success, useless without the presence of God. Let's look at our applications, no? Pursue a decision that is aligned with God's will, as I said a while ago, no? Yung mga desisyon, yung mga pinipili natin landas, direksyon, o ruta, na kailangan naka-align yan sa will ni God. Either in plan, or pati rin sa morality. No, pag gusto mo ng posisyon, or ranko, huwag ka manduga para doon. Na it has to be aligned with God's will if you want to actually be happy about it, or you actually want to feel the presence of God with you for achieving that goal. Next is pursue success from the glory of God, no? And lastly, pursue God's presence for true fellowship. Yung pinaka main goal talaga, the main true success as a believer bilang mananampalataya ay yung presensya ng Panginoon sa buhay mo. Hindi yung success through money, through cars, through luxury items. No, mababaw lang yan. Worldly lang yan. Those are worldly success. Madalas yung worldly success, pwede pa rin nga yun maging masama eh. Yung pinaka-produkto lang ang tinitignan nila. Yun yung tinitignan nila, hindi yung daan, yung proseso. But the glory of God and the presence of God is the main goal. As for us believers, lahat na mabibigay sa atin ng Panginoon na blessings and good things that come to our life, lahat na lang yung extra. Byproduct yan sa hinahanap nating presensya ng Panginoon. So, yun lang. Salamat sa pakikinig and mabuhay.